So, autotune and vocal tuning. What is the difference and how does it all work? On this episode, I'm going to explain to you just that. Welcome back to the Thomann Studio and Recording channel. My name is Claudio. I'm a lifelong music producer and synthesizer, keyboard, piano player. I explain mixing, mastering, and production on this channel. If that's what you like, I really suggest that you subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you don't miss out. Having said all that, let's dive into Autotune land. So of course people like to talk about Autotune because it allows you to sing better than you are. And this is certainly my case because I'm pretty bad at singing. I mean, I have my musicality obviously, so I can get by, but my pitch isn't exactly super awesome. So I am going to demonstrate how audio pitching works. So I've got my lovely Cubase here, right? And I've got this track that I've sung earlier. It's Maskenada. And let me double click into it, and I'm going to go to Varied Audio. That's right, okay. Now let me zoom in a little bit. Now here you can see how all of the pitches are identified in each one of these blocks, yeah? So, can you see how my pitch isn't perfect? You know, it wobbles around. I've tried to put a little bit of vibrato, which is that oh, a little bit, maybe. Did I try? Oh. No, I didn't even try. It's just, see all this corners, all this waves here. This means that I don't have a good diaphragm technique, so I cannot hold the notes steady because, you know, that takes a lot of practice and a lot of experience to do correctly. In fact, if you zoom in, you can tell that not only that, but okay, so this is each note, right? This is a G, right? So basically the correct G would be right down the middle, all right? This is G sharp, right? This is G flat or F sharp. And you can tell that I start and then towards the end of the note, I just fall down. So I have a few options here. I can pretty much just, push it up and down, right? Which is always funny, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it and then say quantize pitch. So this means that the system will find an average between my sharpest part of the vocals and my flattest part of the vocal, and it will give it an average and put it right in the middle, okay? So it's not perfect, but at least is in tune. However, I can straighten that curve, all right? And make sure that the more I straighten it and the more this falls in the middle, right? So right? So I can go completely berserk and just flatten it. And then it sounds like this. Now you're starting to hear that famous autotune effect, okay? So when you do vocal correction, actually the art is in finding the right balance for each note. So I would say that if you keep it just, maybe 42% or 50%, then this is acceptable. So see, it's not precise, so let me straighten it. Yeah, and let me just play it. So this is a D, we want a D and we want to slightly straighten it. See? This is not exactly right. So let me straighten that and let me quantize it, right? So, oh, adi adayo, da da ra yo, right? Oh, and maybe even quantize it here a little bit, quantize it and straighten it, right? Oh, adi adayo. Right? So I try to keep it natural, and that's what you do when you are vocal tuning. But you can be a lot less subtle and then decide to over quantize everything. Okay? Like this. Quantize and then straighten the pitch. It looks like a machine, doesn't it? And guess what? It sounds like one. Oh, adi adayo. Oba, oba, oba. Oh, oh, oh. Right? Right. What gives you that auto-tune effect is actually the transition between one note and the next. Because you see, a natural transition would be this. Because, I have to go down to that pitch, because my vocal strings I'm only human, right? So, but if you instead over quantize, now that change of pitch is instant, and that this is the bit that gives you that robotic effect. Yeah. You see, there is no transition in between, and that's the famous T-pain effect and all that jazz. The name Autotune, by the way, comes from Antares, who are the makers of the original Autotune plugin, and that's what gives it the name. However, you can do it pretty much with everything nowadays, and you can have your T-pain effect right away. Oba, oba, oba. Oh. There you go. Autotune for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you have any questions about vocal tuning or autotune, please feel free to ask them in the comment section here below. I hope you're doing super great and that you're feeling super inspired. Have a great day, and see you later.